But if you're Black and you work at Microsoft, you step into a room or you step into a meeting and you immediately can identify whether you're the only Black person in the room. And I think it's important from a perspective of representation that companies are aware not just of their hiring practices, but also in how they're promoting people. It's wildly important for people of color, for all people, to see people in leadership positions that look like them, right? That's a human thing, right? That's not just a person of color thing. Unfortunately, that reality is a little different for people of color right now, which is why it's important we have these conversations. We start making some of these changes, and not putting people on stage to tokenize them, but putting them on stage because they're great at what they do.
Sure. First thing here is we have, we talk about, first thing I mentioned about sponsorship. And I didn't understand this word. I got to be really honest, right? There was sponsorship and I was, it's a mentor, right? What's the difference in that? And it's like, no, Jeff, that means something different. It's setting up allyship and sponsorship training. We do this, right? And sometimes it takes 7 times, right? We do all sorts of different level of training. We do it at massive team events. I do it at small team events, right? That's an area that our most senior level, we're doing that. Then down within the team, right? Like, I talked about sponsorship and learning that through training, and that came through management training. I personally deliver much of that training that comes into our team around values, inclusivity, and it's pretty raw. There's certain things that we do. I will talk about hiring, right? That we got to ensure that there's diverse panels being the people that are interviewing, right? Come to a company like Microsoft and interview, and you go through and meet 4 or 5 people and not one of them looks, speaks, or is from your community. Shame on us. I think, what's important for us to remember, we got to go where the community is and not assume that the community can come to us. And that's why I'm here today. And the most important thing that I realized, someone asked me that said, Jeff, what do you think helped you kind of move forward in your career? And it's interesting. My education background is not traditional, and I didn't do well in school. You ask my teachers. They liked me, but I spent more time in the principal office. And it's the fact that I learned how to learn. And how I had to learn was not by sitting in 4 years of post-secondary school. It's by online and search. Help us synthesize for you through things like Microsoft Learn. Help us see if we can fast forward different things for connection. If you see a role, and I'll get you connected to somebody on my team to go help. And if you pick up a skill through Learn or wherever it is on Google, I just want you to learn. How do you bring it back and help others?